Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? I've decided today to bring the practice outside because it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous day. And birds are singing, lovely weather. So I thought it'd be nice for you to watch as well, being out in nature. Maybe you can even take your mat and your phone out into your garden and set up if you want. We've still got a few more minutes until we start. All we'll need today is a mat, a blanket, maybe rolled up. I've just got one popped underneath my sitting bones. And if you want to, grab some cushions as well, just for extra comfort in the relaxation. And as it's different, I'm not in the barn today. Can you just give me a wave if you can hear me okay? Yeah, just let me know. Anytime, just comment if you need me to speak up. Okay. Ah, let me have a check. Lovely. How are we doing today? Hey guys. Can you hear me all right? Give me a wave if you can hear me. Lovely. So today's practice is going to be just for women. It's a practice I absolutely love, and it's a really important time to do this practice as well, as we've just had a new moon yesterday. So it's a really nice time to take time out for yourself to really reflect inwards and ask yourself what is in store as the moon cycle starts to shift to a waxing moon and we lead up to a full moon. It's a really good time to start thinking about new beginnings, fresh intention, what we want in our lives. So this practice is going to be dedicated to finding stillness within so that we then can get clarity within our lives. Yeah? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll come to a comfortable seat. We'll get nice and comfortable. And if anyone's watching that is pregnant or has recently had a baby, this practice is okay for you. Just make sure you do alternative poses if anything doesn't feel right. Just listen to your body, yeah? But this is completely safe for pregnancy. It's a lovely practice, actually. Something I did a lot, this kind of women's health yoga when I was pregnant as well. I'll just check that you can hear me all right. Good, good, good. Right. So let's get started then. So we're going to really nicely roll out the knees. We're going to just allow the sit bones to ground down on a block or on your blanket. And we're going to just turn the palms up towards the sky. Roll the shoulders a couple of times, rolling them round. And then drawing them all the way down the back. Just closing the eyes and take in a nice, delicious, deep breath. And just sigh it out. Just do a couple more like that. As you do this, you might even draw the shoulders up to the ears. Reach, reach, reach. And sigh them down. One more. Lovely. Just resting the body now all the way down towards the ground. And just turning inwards, finding a peaceful breath. Starting to really arrive on your yoga mat today. Really arriving in the space that you're in and really connecting with the space beneath you, the earth beneath you. Like it's ready to receive you, ready to receive some stillness, some calm from the earth beneath. And just let the breath roll in like waves, washing into the body and washing out. So we're all arriving at our practice today from a different place. Some of us might have a lot of stress in our lives. We might be mothers, friends, sisters, busy workers, key workers, whatever's going on in your life, this practice is here for you to find more calmness within. So even if we're having a lot of uncertainty and a lot of overwhelm, just trying to allow that to just be left outside the room for now. As yoga teaches us to become in the present moment. So just a sense of acceptance for what is, and really arriving into the moment now. And a way to do this is really to focus on the breath within. So as we inhale, fill up the chest, the belly, the rib cage. And as you exhale, feel the belly, chest sink down towards the ground and back. Inhale, filling up the body. Exhale, release. Steady flow of breath and prana. As we start to relax down, feeling a heaviness coming down from the top of the head, across the forehead, the eyes, the temples, the sides of the face, the jaw, the nose, the cheekbones, the upper lip and lower lip, and all the way down the chin. The entire face softening down. Everything relaxing in the face and down the neck and the shoulders. As you take in a nice deep breath, and as you let that breath out, feeling all the weight just drifting off the shoulders into the earth. Relaxing across the chest, the belly, the back, the hips and the pelvis. And for anyone pregnant watching, bringing a relaxation into this sacred space, into baby, into the womb. Bringing an awareness down into the knees and the ankles and the feet. Whole body connected. And just focusing on the breath as it rolls in and as it rolls out. So there was a new moon yesterday, and this is a real symbol of a time for new beginnings, a time for self-reflection, a really nice time to have more self-care. The energy of the new moon is an apana energy, so this is a downward force. So it's really teaching us to start to take time for ourselves. As there is no light in the night sky at night and there's a darkness in the sky, we can think back to thousands of years ago where we didn't have any artificial light, and this was a reminder to just spend more time kind of inwards. Back then, kind of just staying in and hibernating. And what we can do with the new moon is the focus becomes on the exhalation. This is a symbol of that breath, of that exhale, that downward force. So just focus now if you can bring a longer exhale. Inhaling deep through the nose for 4. I want you to hold at the top for 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. And then exhale deeply through the nose or the mouth. Out, 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 out. Inhale for 4. Hold at the top for 4. Exhale all the way out for 6 or 7 or 8 if you can. Just keep with that rhythm. Inhale. Holding at the top. Strong exhalation down, and feel an energy shift of awareness coming down the body. Holding at the top, but this time really sighing out the breath. Continue with that for a few more rounds, inhaling and holding, and then exhaling out deeply. The new moon really is a symbol of this exhalation. Noticing the part of the exhale where we have a pause before you take in that breath. And feel that fresh energy, that rebirth, that cycle starting again. Constant cycle of the breath, a natural flow. Right, let's do one more. Biggest breath you've taken all day today. Breathe in. Let's hold. Open the mouth, side out. And then just bringing the hands to the heart center. And just returning to your natural breath. The new moon is a perfect time to set intention for our lives right now. So set something that you want in your life. Put it in the present tense, like it's already happened. So I feel calm within. I feel happy and connected, whatever it is for you. Or the theme of the class today is on finding inner stillness. So you could just say, I feel still and balanced within. Let's inhale. We're going to slowly take the hands out to the side, reach up, inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down the center line, that channeling energy down to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more. Lovely. Bringing the hands to the knees. We're just going to do a few circles, so circling round. Lovely, lovely. Nice big circles. Keeping the hips flowing. Lovely. Waking up the hips this morning. And then we're just going to extend the legs out now. So just give them a nice stretch. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, coming down towards the floor. Just take a nice forward fold with the feet hip distance apart. Let's just do a couple more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. And then you're just going to bring your feet so that we're lengthways on the mat. And we're going to pop the feet onto the floor, hip distance apart. And we're going to push the hands into the floor and inhale, just swoop the hips up and up towards the sky, open the chest. And if you can, you're going to take the head back. And just hold here, feel that openness. Squeezing through the glutes, open up the body. Like you're opening the heart center with that intention. One more deep breath. Exhale, come back down. Lovely. Bringing the feet into butterfly pose. So you're going to have the feet together, knees nice and wide, and just holding at the soles of the feet. Sit up nice and tall. Just closing the eyes for a few moments and just start to flutter those kind of wings, just like you're going to take off. The knees kind of opening. Lovely. Taking in a nice deep breath. Exhale, fold forward, chest towards the floor. And don't worry if you only get a little way. This is just really nice hip opener. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really extend through the spine. Open up the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up. And we're going to come on over now to all fours position. Okay, lovely. So we're going to have our knees hip distance apart. We're going to have our hands spread out nice and wide. Good. And we're going to start to do our flow. So we're going to inhale, open the chest, looking up. Exhale, draw the chin in towards the chest and bring the back up towards the ceiling into cat pose. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. And just move the spine nice and fluidly. Any movements you need to do, women, goddesses, just start to open up the side of the body, just start to move. You can sway the hips from side to side or do big circles, or even just go back and forth a little bit. Just wake up the hips. For anyone watching that is pregnant, this is a really good practice. I did it every single morning in pregnancy just to really get baby into good positioning. I know there's always some that tune in that are pregnant, so I'll just make sure I cover that. Lovely. Getting into all the sides of the hips, getting bigger with the circles. Good. And then coming back to the middle, we're going to take the right hand into the middle. We're going to take the left hand up towards the sky. Reach, 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 reach. Open up this to the sky. Exhale, you're going to bring that left hand underneath the right shoulder and let the shoulder drop onto the floor and let yourself twist. That's it, lovely. So your left ear goes down towards the floor. Allowing the hips to just stay above the knees and just taking a nice deep breath here. Inhale, slowly come back up, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, planting that hand down. Lovely. Let's just sink back into child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes together, sinking back. Take a deep stretch here for the hips, letting the bottom come down towards the heels, forehead to the earth. So when we have clear intention in our lives, we're more likely to manifest the things that we kind of want. So if we're always thinking of things from a lack of, like, oh, I wish I had that house, I wish I had that job, then we'll always be living in a way of lack of, and we won't attract those things that we're grateful for. So what I want you to do is always try and visualize already having those things. So really starting to say, I'm so grateful for the family I have, the house I live in already, and you'll attract more of the things that you want in your life. So be clear on the intention today of what it is your heart desires. Lovely. And I find that this is a way of finding pure stillness within, is where we're just grateful for everything in our lives, finding peace within everything that's going on. Inhale, slowly coming up to all fours position. We're going to take the right hand up to the sky now. Lift up, up, up. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, bring that right hand underneath the left shoulder. Place the right shoulder down and let the head drop. Keeping the hips where they are above the knees, and just close your eyes. If you want to go any further, you can keep taking that right arm through to twist. Lovely. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, slowly come back. Good. And take that right hand up to the sky now. Exhale down. And now we're going to take our first downward facing dog. So I just want you to tuck your toes under, and we're going to shoot ourselves back. So just lifting up the knees off the floor. You can keep a gentle bend in the knees if you don't want to go any further, or you can straighten out the legs. Just let the head hang. Just relax the neck and the shoulders. Just sway the head from side to side. Let's start to walk out the dog. So just pedal the feet, 1 foot at a time, rises up. Really spread the hands out. Good. We're going to bring the feet together, and we're going to take the right leg to the sky. Inhale up, and make sure if you have any injuries going on, you can do this from all fours as well. You don't have to have the legs, both legs raised. Inhale. And then we're going to bend that knee. So bring the foot towards your bum, and then we're going to start to do some circles with the knee. So just open the knee out. That's it. Lovely, juicy circles opening. Good. And then inhale, reach back. Exhale, step through. So all the way to the top of the mat. Nice wide stance. Let the back knee drop. Inhale, open up to Anjanasana, lunge pose. Taking the right hand down the back and just hold on to that elbow and let yourself enjoy a nice stretch for the arms. If you've got the balance and the flexibility, you might even take that other hand round and join the bind. And maybe even go a little bit deeper into that lunge, keeping the knee stacked above the ankle. Lifting up the sternum, opening the chest, and keeping the face nice and relaxed. Let's breathe in, breathing out. Releasing the bind, good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back either to all fours or downward facing dog. Lovely. Just take a moment here. Feel that deep stretch within the backs of the legs. Inhale, lift both heels off the floor and then plant them down. Let's bring the feet together, raise the left leg to the sky this time. Inhale up, good. And then bend at the knee and start to circle that knee, good. Keep circling, it doesn't matter which direction. And then reach away, inhale, exhale, step through, really good. Plant the back knee down, inhale, lift. And just keep allowing the chest to lift, all four corners of the chest opening. Let the left hand go down the back and just hold on to that elbow and just guide the hand down the back to really open the front here, the front muscles in the arm and the back muscles. And if you want to, you can do a bind. Let's allow the breath to be the soundtrack of our practice today. So just keep the breath rolling in, maybe for 4, and out for 4. Every time the mind wanders off, just keep bringing your awareness back into the breath, back into the present. Breathe in and release. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Let's slowly just drop the knees down. We're going to go into a lovely heart opening pose. So it's called Anjanasana, sorry, not that one. It's a really lovely heart opening where we bring our chest down towards the floor. So walk the hands out to the front, keep the hips above the knees and let yourself go. Anahatasana, that's it. It's a lovely heart opening. And if you can even tuck the chin under and look forward. If you can't get that low, or if you're pregnant and making space for baby, just stay a little higher, that's fine. Tuck the chin under, look forward. And just feel the heart melting towards the floor. Feeling as if you're breathing just using your back. So on the inhale, feel the back muscles opening and expanding. And on the exhale, feel like you're sinking a little bit lower. Inhale, slowly start to come back up. Walking yourself up, really good. And then we're going to come up to a forward fold position now. So we're going to tuck our toes and slowly walk the hands back towards the knees and just come into a forward fold. So take your time to slowly come into a forward fold. And you can hold at opposite elbows here, just have a little swing like a ticking clock. Bend the knees, so really, we're not holding the poses, we're not locking too much like in Ashtanga yoga. We're doing a more gentle practice today. So this practice is just for women. It's Ashtanga and Vinyasa are amazing practices, but they're very masculine based. It's a very masculine tradition. So this practice is all about honouring our woman's kind of feminine body. listening to our body. So really just soften it a little bit more. So really bend the knees, allow the chest to come onto the front thighs. And often as women, we need to honour our monthly cycles. So there'll always be, for all of us, some time in the month where we don't want to do a really strong fitness class and really strong practice, you know. So it's very good for this practice to do it around your moon cycle, on the kind of time where you're feeling more inner reflection. Beautiful. Relax the hands now to the floor or to the shins. Inhale out to a flat back, open up. Exhale, fold. Let's just do a couple more. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. And then this time I'm going to slowly just come up. Head coming up last. Keep the back nice and rounded. And slowly come up. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Lovely. Take some nice deep breaths here. And bring the feet hip distance apart. So we're going to do some sun salutations now. They're going to be different than the traditional ones you're used to. So they're from the back of the mat. So we're going to inhale, reach the hands nice and tall, lift up. You can even lift the toes and lift the heels off the floor. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to the heart and start to fold forward. As far down as you feel comfortable. Inhale out to your flat back, open the chest. Exhale, walk yourself down to the floor into your all fours position and start your cat flows. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. So flow through cat and cow, waking up the spine. And we're going to take an exhale now, and we're going to take the right leg so bring the knees together. Inhale, the right leg to the sky. Lift it up as if it's going to touch the top of your head. Exhale, draw it all the way to the right hand. Inhale, come up into your lunge position. Take the hands behind the back, interlace, and puff up the chest. Keep lifting them hands to stretch the shoulders. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor, framing the floor, and take the left hand, and then the right hand is going to shoot up to the sky. Right hand lifts, and we're just opening the body to the side. Take that right knee as far out as you can. You can start to open it. And some of you that are super flexible might even reach for that back leg. But don't worry if it doesn't reach. Just listen to your body today. Exhale, come back down. Really good. Stepping back. Either downward dog or just follow me and slowly walk the hands to the knees. Slowly coming in to our forward fold. So just let the feet rise, the hips rise up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands out nice and wide, lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Nice, let's do that again. Inhale, reach. Lift up the heels if you like. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale into our flat back. Exhale, walk the hands down to the floor. Knees touch the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, cat. Inhale, open. Exhale, cat. One more. This time, take the knees together. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Up and over, touching the top of our head. One day. Lovely. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come up. Into your lunge. Lovely. Bring the hands interlace behind the back. You can hold opposite way if you want, the opposite interlace with the thumb on top, and open. Exhale. Inhale, release the bind. Exhale, plant the hands on the floor and push the right hand into the floor. Left hand rises. Open up. And you can even take that left knee wide. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly come back. Take your time. You can step back through downward facing dog if you like, or just follow a restorative practice, walking the hands back to the knees and then straighten up the legs into a forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the hands nice and wide. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Beautiful. We're going to take a nice deep step with the right leg. We're going to take a step forward, right foot. We're going to come into warrior 2 now. So get a wide stance. Back foot is about 45 degrees. And we're going to bend the knee so it's over the top of the front ankle. Inhale, reach the hands. We're going to turn the palms to face up and bring the thumb and the index finger together into chin mudra. So mudras are just locks and they're focus points for the mind. So it's try and focus your awareness, your gaze into these points. Focus on the breath. Inhale, filling the body. Exhale, letting you go lower and deeper. Noticing if maybe the mind is slowed down a little bit now as we get into the practice. Maybe we're focusing only on the breath now and the kind of busyness of the thoughts are just floating on by and we're not getting carried away by them. If you still are though, just allow them to come in and then let them go. Just like clouds in the sky, you see them arise and then they keep moving past. Not getting too attached to any thoughts, anything in our lives. What we're going to do is go into peaceful warrior now. Left hand to the back leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come up and then place the right elbow onto the right thigh. Inhale, lift up and over. Lovely. For anyone that's pregnant can connect with baby here. For anyone that's recently had a baby as well, make sure you don't take the legs too wide. Just short steps. Just short widths between the legs. Lovely. Inhale, come up. Bringing the hands to the hips, we're going to face forwards and we're going to bring the feet so they're parallel on the mat. Feel free if you need to walk them in. And we're going to take a big forward fold. So inhale, puff up the chest. Take the elbows back as far as you can. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, fold forward. And one day we're going to get that head to the floor. Not that we're pushing our bodies, but just we're going to relax completely so our whole body just flops down. Good. And just let yourself, let the whole weight just drift off the body. Really let the head, which is the heaviest part, really, really go into the floor now, towards the floor, crown of the head, down, good. Staying there, 5 more deep breaths. Good. And then we're going to slowly inhale, start to come up halfway. Halfway. We're going to bend the knees and we're just going to place our elbows on the bent thighs. That's it. Good. And then we're just going to sway a little bit from side to side. Nice. Get a bit of flexibility into the hips. And then we're going to bring the hands to push into the thighs. And then what I want you to do is take the left shoulder over to the right knee. And then right shoulder over to the left knee. And just sway from side to side. Really get low, so you can get quite low here. Feel it like, close the eyes and feel it like a dance. Even moving the bodies in spirals, circles, whatever feels good for you. We'll do big circles. We can do some big circles like with the crown of the head. We'll go the other way. Anything that moves and gets openness within the pelvis and the hips. Nice one, deep breath in, good, exhale, coming up, good. Now we're going to step back into the mat, into the middle, and we're going to do tree pose. So we're going to get nice and balanced, left foot into the floor, and then we're going to bring the right foot up. So wherever feels comfortable, just make sure you're not compressing the knee. is very uneven ground now. Good. And then raise the hands above the head. Find your drishti, your gaze, on one point. And let's just send some kind of love and kindness out to all of those in the world that are breathing this one breath. We can start with everyone watching today, everyone on our online community. Even though we're kind of having to do things from a virtual sense now, I've never felt such a strong sense of community within, people that are starting to do more healing work, doing more self-care, connection together, circles. It's really, really been beautiful. So just send out that from the heart. Just start to think of someone you want to dedicate your practice to maybe today. Someone in your life. Or someone that may be struggling right now. Just sending them love and kindness. And then slowly bring the hands back to the heart. Good. Releasing the leg, and just give it a little shake out, flex and point the foot. And release. And then just come to the back of your mat again. We're going to step forward with the left foot. So we're going to do the same again, what we did before. We're going to have the left foot forward, right leg back, come into warrior two. Turn the palms up, chin mudra. Lovely. Focus the gaze forwards and really draw the shoulders down. Bringing strength and balance into the legs. And that back arm might drop a little bit, so rise it up. We're going to go into peaceful warrior in a moment, so I want you to bring the right hand to the back leg. Inhale, open. Exhale, come back up. Placing the left elbow onto the left thigh. Inhale, right hand all the way up and over. Pregnant mamas, you can bring the hand to touch baby. Feel like your breath is going into that space, feeding them with fresh oxygen too. Inhale, come back up. Really good. Bringing the hands to the hips again. I'll just face you so you can see me. We're going to come into a little squat position here. Good. Now squats are always good for kind of women's health, bringing strength into the legs. What we're going to do is bring the hands into lotus mudra. So little fingers are going to touch and the thumbs, and spread the hands out nice and tall. Sit nice and low, so we're going to start to feel a bit of a burn here. Whew. Okay. We're going to sit nice and tall, low, that's it. And then we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we're going to rise that lotus flower up towards the sky, sending our intentions up. As you exhale, turn the palms of the hands down on each other, so the backs of the hands touch and go down the center line. That's it. Low, 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 low. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. You can close your eyes, you can get into a nice flow. We're going to do a few arm breaths here if you fancy joining me. It's easier now because people don't get embarrassed because you're not in a group class. You can do it from home. You can be louder. So what we're going to do is take in a nice deep breath. Inhale deeply. Just notice how slower you go with the on breath. Two more. Last one. Good. Just bring the hands down to the heart. Well done, guys. Straighten up the legs. Walk the feet in. Lovely. And we're going to just do a tree pose on the other side. So right foot grounds, left foot's going to draw up wherever feels comfortable for you today. And then rise. So for us to fully give ourselves to others, to kind of give ourselves completely and help people, support people, we have to work on supporting ourselves first. Like that saying goes, we can't kind of pour from an empty cup. So this kind of restorative yoga really helps us kind of bring into our bodies kind of fresh energy, stillness, love, kindness, and self-acceptance. So I really recommend this, making this part of your weekly practice, especially if you're used to more of a dynamic flow or fitness. Trying to just do one practice like this a week will really help on a cellular level. Slowly bringing the hands back down and releasing. Just give the foot a little shake out there. Nice. And we're going to come down to the ground now. So I'm not going to do too much of the standing flows today because the new moon is a very symbol of coming more inwards and the theme of the class being stillness. So we're going to come down now to the yin. I want you to just slowly make your way down to the mat. So you can do a sun salutation if you like, or just slowly come down and just sit down on the floor. Bring the legs out in front. Lovely. We're going to do butterfly pose again, so this lovely hip opener. If you want to do it lying on your back, this is really nice as well. So just take your time to come to lie down. This is absolutely fine for up to about 20 weeks in pregnancy if anyone's pregnant, but maybe just sit up if it doesn't feel right for you. Just turn the palms face up and relax. Just noting any shifts in the body after we've done some strengthening poses for the legs. There might be some energy moving around the hips and the legs. And just do a little body scan from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Where are you feeling any tension or stress in your body today? Or are there any areas that feel really open and relaxed? Just noticing what's going on. While we're in this position, either lying down or sitting up, we're going to do an exercise called box breathing. It's also known as square breathing. And we did a little bit of it at the start of the practice today. So all I want you to do is we're going to breathe, we're going to count for 4 counts, so on the in-breath and the out-breath. But if you need to adjust that, if you need 3 or 5, that's fine. Just listen to your body. We're going to breathe in, hold for a little bit, like we did at the start, breathe out and then hold, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, like that, okay? And it's called box breathing, and it's really good for boosting our nervous system, bringing it into a balanced state, so the parasympathetic nervous system. It's also really good for calming down stress or any insomnia or anxiety issues. So have a go, let's give it a go. We're going to sit up and really, not sit up, sorry, if you're sat up, you're going to draw the spine nice and tall. If you're lying down, really spread the spine out on the mat. Good. Take a nice deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. and just keep flowing with that. So when I say hold, you don't have to hold like tightly onto the breath. Just a nice gentle, like breathe in and just pause in the breath. And before it just flows out again, okay? So just keep it nice and gentle. If anyone is pregnant and watching, you can just breathe in and out as normal if you feel comfortable doing that. That's fine. Just feel a nice flow of energy. And this is really good for kind of bringing the body into rest and digest state. And it only takes 5 minutes, and it instantly switches our body into that calm state. So it's very good if you're feeling very uncertain, very stressed. Just take 5 minutes, go do this outside or something like that. 2 more rounds. Breathing in, hold, breathing out, hold. Last one. Lovely. And then just returning back to your natural flow of breath. And then just bring the hands and reach them up above the head. Reach, 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 reach. And then guide the hands down and just encourage the hands to lift the knees back together. And just give yourself a big, big hug. Draw the knees into the chest and just rock the back out. So sway from side to side or forwards and back, forwards and back. Just any kinks in the back, just rock out and massage. Even down into the lower back, the sacrum. We're going to go into a nice little kind of sequence. Again, listen to your body if this doesn't feel right. We're going to go into bridge pose. So we're going to bring the feet, the soles of the feet down to the floor. And really engage the feet into the floor, hip distance apart. And then we're going to inhale, bring the hands down by the hips. Inhale, start to lift the spine off the floor, all the way up. And we're just going to do it nice and gentle. Exhale all the way down. And imagine that your spine is like prayer beads. And each bead is going down one at a time, okay? So each vertebrae is going down one at a time. We're going up on the inhale. And slowly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down. So it's a nice wave in the spine. Starting to massage out the spine. Lovely. And at the same time, you might want to start inhale. As you lift, you can reach the hands up above the head. Lift. Exhale, slowly lower, lower, lower. And the slower the better in this one. It really helps kind of ease the body. And then we're going to hold all the way at the top this time and bring the hands down by the hips. You can interlace the hands behind the back if you like and draw the shoulders underneath like little cricket wings. Snuggle them under and lift up as far as you feel comfortable. Or you can roll up a bolster and put it underneath the back, a big bolster, and just lie in this supported bridge. And feel a nice stretch opening across the front of the hips. This is also a really good one for boosting your immune health, bringing a kind of openness into the throat, the back of the neck, the back, the respiratory system, chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one. And release the hands, release down one vertebrae at a time. Good. Keep the feet where they are. So keep the feet hip distance apart Bring the hands out to the side. And what we're going to do, keep the feet where they are and just let your knees roll over to the left. Knees roll over and bring now that bottom foot, the left foot, on top of the right knee, the knife edge of the foot onto the right knee, and then gaze over your right shoulder. So you should feel a nice delicious stretch down the right hip here, but just enjoy a nice side twist. Good, really good. Feel that openness. Breathing in a sense of calmness. Breathing out, calm and kindness. Inhale, last one. Exhale, release the top foot and slowly roll back. Good. Just give the legs a little shake out if you need to. On the sky, give them a little shake. Actually, I really like this one for really opening up the body. Just shake the legs. Good. And then bringing them down, soles of the feet down to the floor. Just like we did before, hip distance apart, and just let the knees wave over to the right. Then take that right bottom foot and put it on top of the left knee, and just allow that foot to pull the knee down towards the floor. Then gaze over to the left. Really good. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Slowly draw yourself back in. Really good. And then slowly hug the knees in towards the chest and grab the inside of the feet or the outside of the feet in happy baby pose. And just open the feet nice and wide. My little 8-month-old loves this one at the moment, so it's just really coming back to our childlike selves. Draw the sacrum and the tailbone down to the floor and the back of the neck on the floor, and just sway and rock out. Good. And then just slowly draw the knees in again, and we're just going to roll onto one side and slowly just come up to a seated position here, just for a few moments. Good. How are we all doing? Grab yourself a drink if you need to. Just the last few poses before we come into the relaxation now. So we're going to just draw the hands out to the side, puff up the chest, and take the left hand up and over the top of the head. Reach the right hand into the floor and reach up and over. Draw that left sit bone down and the left hip. Inhale, come back and swap sides. Exhale. Inhale back. And just keep flowing side to side. Maybe getting a little bit lower as you move. Just keep moving onto the elbow if you can reach. Beautiful. Last one. On each side, good. And come back to center. Sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take our left leg out in front of us